Hello friends, how are you? In this segment of aromaticity, today we will try to cover lot of examples of aromatic, anti-aromatic and non-aromatic compounds. In first two parts and part number 1 and part number 2, we already covered what is Haeckel's rule, what is the Craig's rule, how to apply, when to apply, different conditions. To become aromatic and anti-aromatic, compound should be planar. And if compound is not aromatic and anti-aromatic, then definitely it will be what? Non-aromatic. In case of non-aromatic compound, there is no complete resonance. And there is no complete delocalization of pi electrons in case of non-aromatic compound due to lack of planarity that we have seen in part number 1 and part number 2. In case of aromatic, Haeckel's rule. In case of anti-aromatic, that is a 4n pi electrons. Compound having 2 pi's, 6 pi, 10 pi, 14 pi, it may be aromatic, but planarity is required. There is a complete resonance, and there is an alternate double and single bonding is required to explain aromaticity and anti-aromaticity. So, first example of this. Take this cyclopropene. In case of cyclopropene, these two are olefinic carbon atoms and a hybridization of these two carbon atoms is sp2. This is not olefinic carbon, this carbon is what? sp3 hybridized, only sigma bonds are there. sp3 hybridized carbon and out of plane, and this compound is not planar. This is not planar. So here sp3 between these two sp2 and a compound is non-aromatic. Compound is non-aromatic. There is no complete resonance in this compound. Now I will take carbocation of this. Carbocation. This is the carbocation. Hybridization of this carbon is sp2. Here also sp2. And in case of carbocation, hybridization of carbon is also sp2. And all carbon atoms are present in the same plane and there is a planarity. Now question arises that is any possibility of complete resonance? See here. Suppose shifting of this pi bond in between these two carbon atoms like this. And this carbon is electron donor. So this carbon will acquire positive charge. Now this carbon is electron acceptor, so this positive charge will be neutralized. And what is structure of this? The structure is said to be resonating structure of this. This carbon is positively charged now. And here it will be pi bond. Migration of charge. Delocalization of charge, delocalization of pi electrons, this is said to be what? Resonance. Next, suppose shifting of this bond here, and this carbon is electron donor, now this carbon will acquire positive charge. Here it will be positive charge, this positive charge will be neutralized, like this. Here it is carbocation. Now here it is carbocation. Now here it is carbocation. So delocalization of charge. Now it will be total number of pi electrons are there. Total number of pi electrons here 2 pi. And compound having 2 pi electrons, yes, it obeys Haeckel's rule. And this carbocation of cyclopropene is what? Aromatic. This is aromatic. And it obeys Haeckel's rule. 2 pi electrons, it obeys Haeckel's rule. Compound is planar. Compound is planar. Each carbon atom is sp2 hybridized. And there is a complete resonance. This is important. So here there is a complete resonance and a complete delocalization of charge, and this is aromatic. Only cyclopropane is non-aromatic because there is a sp3 hybridized carbon between two sp2. And when sp3 hybridized carbon atom is present between two olefinic carbon atoms, that is non-aromatic. Example number 3. Any doubt about this? Example number 3. I will take carbanion of this. Carbanion. Here it is carbanion. Hybridization of these two carbon and olefinic carbon atoms, no doubt sp2. Hybridization of carbon in carbanion only, sp3. And like this. Here it is carbanion. Here one lone pair, sigma, 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 and one lone pair. And we know that 3 sigma and one lone pair, yani sp3. But remember, this lone pair of electron and these two electrons are not part of this carbon only. Here these two are sp2 hybridized and electronegative electron acceptor. Because here percentage of S character is what? 33.33%. And more electronegative. Because electronegativity is directly proportional to what? Percentage of S character. So that is why these two electrons are involved in delocalization. And this lone pair is present in conjugation with these two. So this lone pair is the part of delocalization. And remember, when carbanion is present in the conjugation of sp2 hybridized carbon atoms, then hybridization is sp2. And this is also planar. Compound is planar. Condition number 1 fulfilled. Compound is planar. Compound is planar. Now, is there a possibility of complete resonance? We'll see. Now, shifting of these two electrons in between these two, and here formation of pi bond. Now, this carbon will be pentavalent. This carbon will be pentavalent because already one hydrogen is there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and new bond 5. So, breaking of this pi bond and shifting of electrons like this. Now, negative charge will be here. Here it will be what? Pi bond. Next, shifting of these two electrons in between these two carbon atoms. Now, this carbon is pentavalent because here it is one hydrogen. So, breaking of pi bond and shifting of electrons like this. And a negative charge will be here. Pi bond will be here. And there is a complete resonance. Complete resonance. There is a complete resonance. Compound is planar. There is a complete resonance and a complete delocalization of charge. Complete delocalization of pi electrons. But what about Huckel's rule? Tell me total number of Huckel's electrons in this ion. Here 2 pi and these 2, and 4 pi electrons. Here 4 pi electrons. And it obeys 4n pi electrons rule. It contains 4n pi electrons. And we know that compound having 4n pi electrons, that is anti-aromatic compound. And this is anti-aromatic. This is anti-aromatic. Cyclopropene, non-aromatic. Because sp3 hybridized carbon atom is present between two sp2. Cation of this, it is aromatic. It obeys Huckel's rule. This is a planar, and there is a complete resonance. Yeah, like this is aromatic. Anion of this, it is planar. There is a complete resonance, but do not obey Huckel's rule. So this is anti-aromatic. In case of aromatic and anti-aromatic, there is a complete resonance, complete delocalization, as we have seen in case of cation and anion. And if there is no complete resonance, that is a non-aromatic. This is the example of non-aromatic. Next example, I will take cyclobutene. cyclobutene, sp2, sp2. Name of this compound is cyclobutene. But here these two carbon atoms are sp3 hybridized, and this compound is not planar, and a compound is non-aromatic. Compound is non-aromatic. I will take cyclobutadiene. Cyclobutadiene. Hybridization of each carbon is sp2 olefinic carbon atoms. sp2, 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 sp2. And all p atomic orbitals are present in same plane. And there could be complete resonance. There is alternate double and single bonding, double, single, double, single. And a compound is planar. Compound is planar. There is a complete resonance like this. Complete resonance. There is a complete resonance. And there is a complete delocalization of pi electrons. But how many pi electrons are there? How many Huckel's electrons are there? Here 2 pi and 4 pi. 4 pi electrons. And it not obeys Huckel's rule. So compound is anti-aromatic. This is anti-aromatic. These two conditions are sufficient and a compound is planar. There is a complete resonance. So this compound is anti-aromatic. I will take dication of this. It is like this. This one is non-aromatic. Cyclobutadiene is what? Anti-aromatic. Now dication of this. Tell me whether aromatic, anti-aromatic or non-aromatic. Hybridization of this carbon is sp2. Here also sp2. And we know that carbocation again sp2. Here sp2. Here sp2. Now we'll check whether there is a complete resonance or not. If there is a complete resonance, either aromatic or anti-aromatic, and if there is no complete resonance, and if there is no delocalization, it will be non-aromatic. So I will take this cation. How many pi electrons are there? How many Huckel's electrons are there? 2 pi. 2 pi. And it obeys Huckel's rule. Compound is a planar because all carbon atoms are present in the same plane. All p atomic orbitals are present in the same plane. sp2, 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 sp2. Planarity is there. Compound is a planar. Now, is any possibility of complete delocalization? We'll check this. Now, shifting of this pi bond here. And this carbon is electron donor. This carbon is electron donor. And here this carbon is electron acceptor. After shifting, so this positive charge will be neutralized. This carbon will acquire positive charge. Now position of pi bond in between these two carbon atoms. Here already positive. Now this carbon will acquire positive charge. And again here on two adjacent carbon atoms there is a positive charge. Next. Now shifting of this pi bond in between these two carbon atoms here. Now this carbon is electron donor, so this carbon will acquire positive charge. Positive, positive, here position of pi bond. And there is a delocalization of charge. Next, suppose shifting of this pi bond in between these two carbon atoms. So structure will be here, it will be pi bond, positive, positive. Now shifting of this pi bond in between these two carbon atoms. This carbon will be electron donor. pi bond will be here, positive charge, positive charge. So here it is same. And there is a complete delocalization of charge, complete delocalization of electrons by electrons, and this cation is what? Aromatic. This is aromatic, isn't it? Any doubt? Now I will take dianion of this. Dianion. Here it is pi bond, carbanium, carbanium. Hybridization of this carbon is sp2, sp2. Carbanium, this carbanium is in conjugation with this sp2 hybridized carbon atom. So here also sp2, here also sp2. And a compound is planar because all p atomic orbitals are present in the same plane, and it is planar. Tell me total number of Huckel's electrons. Here 2 pi. These are also Huckel's electrons. Remember, Huckel's electron is in conjugation. Huckel's electron. Isn't it? When lone pair of electron is present in the conjugation of what? sp2 hybridized carbon atom. And a double bond, conjugation to double bond, are considered to be what? Huckel's electrons. So here 2 pi, here plus 2 4, here plus 2 6, 6 pi electrons, and it obeys 4n plus 2, 4n plus 2 pi electrons. Now question, is any possibility of complete resonance? We'll check this. Now shifting of these two electrons in between these two, in a formation of pi bond. On each carbon there is one hydrogen. There is one hydrogen. After formation of double bond in between these two carbon atoms, this carbon will be pentavalent. Here 1, 2, 3, 4 and new bond 5. So breaking up this pi bond and shifting of electrons toward this carbon atom. Here. Now this carbon will be negatively charged because this carbon is electron acceptor. Structure will be like this. Now here it will be pi bond. Here already negative. This carbon is electron acceptor, so will acquire negative charge. What is the next resonance? Now shifting of these two electrons in between these two. Now here it will be pi bond. Here one hydrogen, this carbon will be pentavalent. So breaking up this pi bond and shifting of electrons like this. And there is a complete resonance. So this carbon will be negatively charged. Here it will be pi bond. Sorry, here it will be pi bond. This carbon is negatively charged. Already there is a negative charge here. This carbon is electron donor, so this negative charge neutralized. And there is a complete resonance, complete delocalization of pi electrons, and this anion is what? Aromatic. This is aromatic. Doubt? Next example. Next example. I will take this compound. This compound is said to be trifulvin. Whether aromatic, anti-aromatic or non-aromatic. Here this is exocyclic carbon-carbon double bond. Here it is CH2. This is exocyclic carbon-carbon double bond. exocyclic carbon-carbon double bond, and this is endocyclic. Aromaticity, the concept of periphery. It is the concept of ring. So how many pi electrons are present inside the ring? Here 2 pi electrons. Here 2 pi electrons. But here there is one exocyclic double bond. Suppose breaking of pi bond, breaking of this exocyclic pi bond. Suppose breaking is like this. Remember, every organic compound try to become stable. If there is a chance to become aromatic compound, then it can. Isn't it? Try to attain stability. So here, suppose breaking up here pi bond and shifting of electrons toward this carbon. And this carbon is electron donor and this carbon is electron acceptor. This is possibility number 1. Now this carbon is electron donor, so will acquire positive charge, and here it will be negatively charged. Now forget about the CH2 minus. Concentrate on this ring only. sp2. Here also sp2. sp2. It is planar. This ring is planar. Is there any complete resonance? Yes, there is a complete resonance. That already we have seen. Total number of pi electrons, total number of Achilles electrons are what? 2 pi. Now what is second possibility? This is possibility number 1. What is second possibility? Suppose after breaking up this pi bond, shifting of electrons like this. Now here this carbon is electron acceptor, this carbon is electron donor, so this carbon will acquire positive charge, this carbon will acquire negative charge. And it is like this. Here it is CH2 plus, it will be minus here, and here lone pair of electron. Isn't it? And this is in the conjugation of what? Carbon-carbon double bond. sp2, sp2, and this is also sp2. Now consider this ring only. Total number of Achilles electrons are what? 2 pi, and here 2 and 4 pi electrons. It is a planar. It is planar. There is a complete resonance. There is a complete resonance. There is a complete resonance. How many pi electrons are there? 4 pi electrons. It not obeys Huckel's rule. And this is anti-aromatic. Conclusion. What is conclusion? This is anti-aromatic. And here it obeys Huckel's rule, that is 4n plus 2 pi electrons. It obeys. Here 2 pi electrons are there. It is a planar. There is a complete resonance. There is a complete resonance. Yani this is aromatic. This is aromatic. If we compare stability of this compound and this compound, we know that aromatic compounds are more stable than anti-aromatic compound. And this compound is more stable than this compound. And remember, every organic compound try to attain the stability. If there is a chance to become aromatic compound, if there is a chance of aromaticity, then it can acquire. So here after breaking up pi electrons, here shifting of electrons toward this carbon like this, and acquire the stability, because here this is aromatic. So this is what? Aromatic. This is what? Aromatic. Rest examples, remaining examples in next part. Is it clear? Thank you.